Hello, my dear students. A very warm welcome to our platform of Educated Sapiens. Today, in the syllabus of RBI Grade B, we are going to discuss one of the very important topic that is nudge theory. From this topic, there has been no direct questions till now, but in the future, as the RBI will keep exploring the untouched topics, there is high probability that nudge theory will become one of the major question. So let us talk about what is the nudge theory. My dear students, whom will you vote for? Obviously, this is like you have to drop in your cigarette butt if you are a smoker. So for whom will you vote? Ronaldo or Messi? And also, will this nudge or will this setup work in northern India where the craze for cricket is very high? So what should be the names on the top? Tell me in the comment section. Second thing, which one will you prefer? Will you prefer to take the musical stairs or the escalators? My dear students, this is called the choice architecture. Many times we have seen that male when they will pee in the urinal, they will often splatter outside, right? So what people will do, they will stick a sticker of housefly or some insect so that people get a aim, and now the pee splattering ratio will go significantly down. So my dear students, all these are beautiful examples of nudge where we are doing the choice architecture. That means we are forcing people to choose something. Not actually forcing, but we are certainly nudging them, pushing them to choose something. And a push, gentle push to choose something without curtailing, without curtailing their options. Understood? And why this work we will definitely discuss, but first of all I hope you all understand that anyone out of inquisitiveness will take up the musical chair as compared to escalator, which is a healthy habit for people as well, right? Same way, if you will see, people are great fans of Ronaldo and Messi, and they often tend to put their butt into the appropriate boxes rather than throwing it on the road. So please remember, these all are subtle ways to push someone to choose something without curtailing their choices. So my dear students, please remember, the definition will be the same. Any aspect of choice architecture that alters behavior. So please remember, this is with Newton's theory is nothing but a part of behavioral economics, where you study patterns in people behavior and nudge them or push them towards certain behavior. Clear? So this should be predictable. There should not be like unpredictable behavior should be there without forbidding option or changing incentives. Please remember, it was first developed by Richard Thaler and Cass Sustain in 2008. And one of the another example for this nudge theory can be when you are visiting supermarket which want to promote healthier food. Healthier food, what they will do, suppose you are standing over here, obviously they will put Maggie on the lower shelf so that you have to bend down. You have to bend down to pick them up, and they will put vegetables and other things at your eyesight level so that you can easily see and pick them up. Understood? Sometimes you will find similar kind of nudge. You will find that these supermarkets will place the items which they want to promote, है ना? So please remember what they want to promote, promotion items they'll put at your eyesight level so that you should see and get attracted towards them. So these are kind of subtle nudge. They are neither curtailing your choice. Obviously, how they are curtailing your choice, you still have option to pick up the Maggie instead of vegetables. But please remember, human by nature is uh, always wanting to be in a relaxed state, and whatever will come at the easier cost, मतलब easier way, है ना? So they will choose that one. Clear? So that is very important. Please remember, this term was coined in cybernetics by James Wilk and then later expanded by Thaler and Sunstein. है ना? So we have discussed that these two people were the prime founding father of the nudge theory, and it was inspired by psychotherapy and behavioral sciences. But it was actually popularized by the book Nudge, Improving Decisions About Health, Wealth, and Happiness. Clear? My dear students, what are the key characteristics? Just like I told, it should be non coercive. No one should force anyone to do anything. Understood? There should be no element of coercion. There should be no fine, no penalty. Understood? Then it should be cheap to implement. Very extremely better, cheaper the better. Understood? Then designed to target behavioral patterns. They try to linger on your inertia. Understood? Then what could be the full form? Please remember, this is also a very good way to interpret it. Noble, user-friendly design for guidance and encouragement. My dear students, here are some comparison which will give you further deeper insight into the nudge theory. So my dear students, suppose you want to promote a product. You want to promote a product. What is the traditional method? What is the traditional method? The most traditional method is run the promotion during the break, commercial break, right? But what is the another better way to promote your product? Just place it in between the place of program where the program is being conducted. Obviously, some people out of inquisitiveness will use that product, and eventually, if that product is good, they will choose to use that product. Eventually, they will keep searching for those product. Understood? So product placement within program will give people nudge to try and test it. Clear? Instead of advertising. Clear? Advertising will cost you as well, heavily cost you. Here what will be the cost of product will be there, but eventually you are nudging people. So this will be like mouth to mouth publicity after usage, real life usage, right? Unspelled desired outcome, upsell desired outcome, है ना? So please remember, if you are in sales team, what you will do, you will upsell desired outcome, whereas here you are already ticking, you have to opt out of the desired outcome as default. For example, here I will quote the example of IRCTC. My dear students, all of you must have booked tickets from IRCTC, right? These days, if you will go, then there will be tick box, opt for insurance, and that amount is somewhere around 49 paisa, something like that, right? 0.49 paisa. Most of us, when we are booking ticket, we do not notice that we have not unticked this insurance premium, right? Or we have ticked this insurance premium. Later on, when money will deduct and they will prompt us to fill the details of the nominee, then we will notice, okay, we have bought the insurance as well, right? At the same time, you will find that book for auto upgradation, and consider for auto upgradation. There is another option, consider for auto upgradation. Here there will be no tick. Here you have to tick personally, right? But for insurance, IRCTC makes sure that by default it is ticked. Understood? So if you do not want insurance, you have to untick it. So there, if you will see, most of the people will not untick this, and most of the people will not most of the people will not tick this thing. Hai na? So consider for auto upgradation. That is the option which is often not already ticked. Clear? So here you can see the IRCTC wants you to buy insurance, whereas it does not want you to automatically choose auto upgradation. So please remember here what they are doing. Whatever are the desired outcomes, good things, they will make sure that that is already included in your package. Understood? So that there is inertia. If you want to opt out, you have to untick it purposefully. Clear? Then finding speeding drivers. So you all know that rash driving is a very common thing, है ना? And you also know that this rash driving leads to multiple deaths. So what you can do, one way can be fine, another one we can be change the road architecture. Clear? So my dear students, please remember, changing the road architecture so that they are not suitable for rash driving will reduce the rash driving incidents. Clear? So obviously they still have choice to do rash driving, but they will be going on roller coaster ride kind of thing, hai na? They will be having lots of jumps or bumps which may damage their bike as well. So that is why this is another method to nudge people. Clear? Rather than finding, because finding is not possible at each and every instance. Clear? Then another method, for example, if you want to reduce salt intake, salt or sugar intake. Clear? Salt or sugar intake. Clear? If you want to reduce these things, what can be done? You can educate. We all know that we should eat lesser amount of salt. We all know that we should eat lesser amount of sugar. But what we do, my dear students, you know that we rarely follow these kind of things. Clear? So my dear students, what can be the way out? Just reduce the size of salt or sachet, because what will happen if you will reduce the salt sachet, person, the moment he uses 2 sachets, he will start realizing, okay, I have used 2 sachets of salt, I have used 2 sachets of sugar, what is happening to me? And that will eventually lead to lesser amount of salt or sugar intake. Clear? My dear students, as I was talking about, please remember there are 2 types of thought processes we often have and we all have. So the classification is called Daniel Kahneman's insights or system of thinkings. Clear? So my dear students, there are 2 types of thinking. Please remember, system 1 thinking is quick, instinctive, automatic, little or no effort, unconscious and emotional. But my dear students, why did we develop this? Because we have to take lots of decision every day. Clear? We have to take lots and lots of decisions every day. And my dear students, please remember that if you will take each and every decision with the rational mind, obviously your works will be slow, है ना? Energy expenditure will be very high, and eventually you will come across a problem which is called decision fatigue. Decision fatigue. Clear? So my dear students, there are a lot of automatic things which we do knowingly or unknowingly. Clear? For example, if you see, whenever someone comes, let us say you are driving a bike, let us say you are driving a bike. My dear students, suppose a child comes in front of you. A child comes in front of you suddenly, right? What you will do? You will instinctively put the brake. Clear? You will be emotional for a moment that how foolish is this boy, or how foolish are the boys of the parents of the boy, right? So my dear students, you will feel anger. So all those will be part of system 1 thinking, and this saves your life. This genuinely saves your life, right? But my dear students, there is another type of thinking which is called system 2 thinking. Please remember, it is slower. You will realize all the pros and cons of the matter. It is conscious choice. Please remember, it is very conscious choice, and it helps us to take complex decision. For example, you all might be going through wanting to change the career. So you all might be weighing, okay, these are my pros, are my cons, how will I plan? System 2 thinking is much more logical and effortful. So please remember, we cannot do this system 2 thinking for all the things, है ना? So my dear students, in general, our first instinct is to use system 1 thinking, and this is where nudge theory is trying to pop in or intervene in. Clear? So nudge theory tries to appeal to system 1 thinking that, okay, this is very good option, please go ahead with that. Clear? So here system 1 thinking is helping you to remain at system 1 thinking and yet make good decision or better decisions. Clear? System 2 thinking is obviously tedious process, tiring process. It will make you feel exhausted eventually, right? So please remember, these 2 are the systems of thinking, and I hope you are understanding that it leverages heuristics and biases in the human behavior, bridges value action gap. Clear? So what you value or versus what you do. So there is an effort. There is an effort. Suppose I say that I will record lectures every day, right? But for that I have to put in excessive effort. I have to translate that into action. I have to put in excessive effort, right? So by using this nudge, what I can do? What I can do? I can reduce my effort. है ना? I can reduce my effort. Lesser the effort, higher are the chances of compliance. Clear? My dear students, this is another example of nudge, but for marketing sense. Marketing sense. Suppose you went to two shops. Suppose you went to two shops. First shop has the teddy bear with a price tag of 100 rupees. है ना? 100 rupees. Right? Whereas the another shop is there where they have price tag of 300, but they are saying we are selling it for discount of 200 rupees. Discount of 200 rupees. Which one you are more likely to buy? Obviously, guys, you also know that you are more likely to buy over here than here. See, the situation and the things are still the same. But the thing is, which one more appeals to you? Obviously, this one. Clear? So, this is a different kind of nudge. Clear? Here they are appealing to your emotions that yes, this is very good deal. Please have it. Please have it. Whereas the actual price is hardly rupees 100. Hardly rupees 100. Clear? Okay. So my dear students, there are multiple techniques of nudging. First one is defaults. Second one is social proof. Third one is salience. Clear? Where default means, for example, you will use renewable energy as default, or maybe insurance as default. That will be by default tick. है ना? Insurance as default. You have to opt out of the things. Opt out of the things. Clear? Social proof. My dear students, this is very, very much important. Please remember, social proof is something like peer influence. You are under the pressure, social pressure. If your friend is doing it, I too will do it because I want to be a part of group. Clear? So my dear students, this is another way of nudging. How do we engineer social proof? My dear students, what you do, you start breaking the social norms in a subtle way. For example, in the ancient, in the recent India, I will say, not ancient. I am really sorry about that because ancient India had Varna Vyavastha, है ना? But in the recent India, SC community was not allowed to cook, है ना? They were not allowed to cook. What government started doing? They started recruiting SC cooks or SC mothers to cook midday meal. Midday meal, right? So my dear students, what happened after that? Slowly people started accepting them. Slowly people started accepting them, right? Understood? So my dear students, please remember, this is very, very much important. Social proof, peer influence, all these nudge people. Clear? These days, influencer marketing. Influencer marketing. How does they work? They work by social proof. Since that influencer and his followers or her followers are wearing some kind of clothes, that is in trend, that is in fashion, right? Who defines fashion? We guys, right? So we copy from each other and that becomes social proofing. Yes, this is the trend. So we are very fashionable. We are wearing this type of cloth. There was a time when Amitabh Bachchan started this bell bottom and everyone was wearing it. Then it became old fashioned. Then suddenly its fashion came back, right? Salience, my dear students, please remember, salience means basically highlighting the options. For example, when we were discussing mall, so my dear students, you remembered that the vegetables or the healthier products were kept at better height, at your eyesight height than the Maggie, which was kept at the bottommost rack. Understood? And if you want to if you want no one to buy it, put it on the very high rack, where hands will not reach without external help, right? So my dear students, this is a table where lots of nudging methods have been discussed, but I feel for the RBI examination you have to prepare not in that much depth. Just these three methods or techniques will help you, but still if you want to go through these table, please go through, so what will happen, there are some classifications, for example transparent and non-transparent, changes to the decision environment and additions to the decision environment. These are the major classifications. Transparent means you will tell each and every condition to your client, whereas non-transparent means You will give clues, but you will not tell exact conditions, right? Clear? For example, suggested donation amount, anchoring. So right now, if you will see, many times when Wikipedia will ask for donations, right? They will put donate $30, है ना? You can change this number, but what they were saying, they were anchoring certain amount. Zomato pay rupees 2 for, or 1 for, 1 or 2 for feeding hunger in feeding India, है ना? Hungry India, है ना? Hungry people, something like that, right? So my dear students, what they are doing, they are suggesting donations, right? है ना? But how they are using it, and why only 1 rupee or 2 rupee, that is non-transparent, right? Same way they will create FOMO. FOMO is again non-transparent. But what is happening? On one end, you are uh, adding some changes, है ना, in the decision environment. You are changing the decision environment itself. Whereas here, what you are doing, you are adding some things to the decision environment, है ना? For example, FOMO. So fear of missing out, right? So you will tell some good part of something, and you will be non-transparent with the client, so that will create fear of missing out of which they will opt it. Clear? For example, many coaches will say that this is our Republic Day sale, this is our Republic Day sale, and the prices have been dropped, prices have dropped to by 66%. This will never ever happen again. Be quick to avail this benefit. But if you will see, the moment the Republic Day will pass out, there will be Holi offer. Makar Sankranti will be previous to this. Previous to this Republic Day was Makar Sankranti offer, right? So actually, if you see, the actual price is nothing but same, है ना? Which was after 66% discount. But what they are doing, they are using these. Sorry. Yeah, they are using these festivals for upselling it, है ना? So for pitching their product and creating a fear of missing out, that if we will not buy it on Republic Day, its price is going to increase, and eventually what will happen, there will be difficulty. Clear? So please remember, just in time prompts, है ना? So whenever you will see YouTube videos also, you will find at the end there will be button to subscribe. So you are adding something to the decision environment, but it is also transparent, because obviously you know that people want you to subscribe. Clear? So please remember, these are the major classification and ways in which people can work out. If you have any doubt, please comment which term you want me to explain, and I will try to answer in the comment section itself. Clear? Any term if you are not able to understand or you want me to explain it further, please comment in the comment section, or else what I will do, I will bring in another video. Due to some paucity of time, I am going a bit faster in this lecture. Okay, my dear students, right from governments to businesses to everyone uses nudge theory, right? So our parents used to do this nudge, government used to do has used this nudge, businesses do this nudge, business do the nudge. Clear? So examples, my dear students, digital payment initiatives like UPI. What is this? This is nudge, right? uh, Government, to promote digital payments, started different schemes where they will pay the pay in the sense the one who is paying, right, certain amount cashbacks. Clear? Then there was Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Many people criticized it as photo event and a photo shoot event, right? But my dear students, if you see, these days people have become much more aware. They are standing for their rights. Clean India, है ना? If you will now litter in the train, eating mungfali and all those things, peanuts and all those things, what they will do? They will come out and speak that our PM is every day saying this, and you are doing this thing. Understood? So, my dear students, by giving recognition to people, Mr. Modi, our present government, has started a chain of events. Man Ki Baat. If you see in this Man Ki Baat, he will highlight at least one case study of a common person. So people will be nudged that okay, I will be talked about on Man Ki Baat by our Prime Minister if I do some good work, right? People will recognize me if I will do some good work for, है ना? If I will work for nation building, I will show patriotism, right? So, was there any additional cost? Our Prime Minister is often giving speeches everywhere. If he is doing Man Ki Baat, what is the additional cost? Very nominal. But just one random name of some good person will inspire so many to do some good work. Clear? So all these are examples of nudge theory. Please remember all these are examples of nudge. Clear? My dear students, for business applications are there to improve employee productivity. Obviously, you can decide, understand their needs and nudge them accordingly that if you achieve this target, we will give you this thing. Clear? If you do not, we will not penalize you, obviously. But if you achieve this target, we will give you this kind of reward. Clear? Customer retention and defaults in the app, I have talked about IRCTC, insurance, and all these things are there where they use this nudge to make sure that people are choosing better and greener options. Clear? Yeah? Then education also uses nudge. For example, teachers sending us deadlines for deadline reminders, right? Then encouraging healthy academic habits. Understood? Discipline, and all these things, है ना? So these days there is comprehensive evaluation, है ना? These days there is comprehensive evaluation. So that is again that you will be evaluated on each and every arena. For example, if you have participated in sports, if you have participated in cultural events, clear? If you are a good person in the sense social, your participation in social events, all these things will be assessed by the teacher. So that is the key takeaway from NEP, new education policy, right? Vocational training will also be there. So government is nudging you. They are not penalizing you, but they are giving you some extra marks and including that report also in your report card. Clear? 5 marks for NCC students, NCC certificate holders. So all these are healthy academic habits. So we are trying to promote that thing. Clear? In finance, also I told that encouraging savings by default options, simplified disclosure for decision making. So all these things are there. Clear? Now RBI has started Jan Dhan Yojana, that is financial inclusion, right? So my dear students, you know that this is also called zero balance account. Zero balance accounts were opened for so many people, right? Most of you are from the banking sector and you know that this led to uh, banking staff was somewhere nudged to open as many accounts as possible. At the same time, to ensure this financial inclusion, zero balance account nudged people that okay, there is no additional cost and we will get some better benefit. We will get some benefit of formal uh, business or formal financial matlab, we will get access to formal finances. Clear? So my dear students, please remember zero balance account, the benefit was formal finance access. Clear? At no cost, so that enabled, that empowered many people. And after this, what government brought in? Jam Trinity, Jandhan, Aadhaar and mobile. Understood? So my dear students, please remember with that what happened, people became much more acquainted with the uh, banking system. They started opening the accounts. So all those work very well towards financial inclusion. Also there was promotion for digital transactions. You can see Paytm was one of the forefront leader, है at the forefront, and they taught people how to use UPI, they were one of the first few companies in India which made sure that digital transactions were promoted. Same way RBI also rewarded them, but later on, due to multiple things, you know that there were some troubles. Clear? Plus, RBI also gave some cash rewards, cashback to sellers who were accepting UPI or digital transaction. At the same time, cashback was also there to the payees, customers who were paying via UPI. Understood? So please remember, but there are also ethical considerations. What are those ethical considerations? My dear students, somewhere it takes away our autonomy and there are manipulation concerns. Clear? There can be mis-selling of things, right? For example, suppose there is a rack, है ना, and I will put, let us say, yeah, I want to promote a certain product, है ना, which may be not that good for the health, but yeah, definitely that is very good for my profit and company, right? So what I will do, I will put it at the people's eye level. I will put it at people's eye level, whereas I will put healthier products at the bottom. So there are chances of mis-selling, misappropriation, or mis manipulation. Clear? So please remember, here it takes away somewhere our autonomy and manipulation concern is always there. Apart from that, balancing paternalism and liberty. So please remember, we have to make sure that you have to give choice to the people, because liberty means having choice, right? Having freedom to improve yourself. Paternalism is somewhere authoritarian. For example, authoritarian. Clear? So you will be fooled to think that authoritarian, you are free within, whereas you will be in authoritarian, under authoritarian regime. Clear? Where your choices are being so subtly architected that you are not even realizing that why you are doing these kind of things. Clear? Understood? And such kind of things you will find in social setup. For example, when we are going for certain functions, for example, rites and rituals, we are there, some norms are very much fixed. For example, although these days, uh, if you see social proof, है ना? So I was talking about social proof. For example, often you will find that only boys can do the last rite, do the last rite, right? Why is it so? Right? Because social setup, social proof is there, and you are under somewhere around, your choices are reduced. What will happen to those who have only girls? What will happen to those parents who have only girls? Where in our shastra or means books it is written that girls cannot do the last rites, right? You can see the movie Water, है ना? So widow remarriage, which is totally according to our books, religious books. But the thing is that some people will start hijacking this societal and will set the norms in such a way that it will become their tool of exploitation, right? Rather than remarrying, they will start doing something else, right? They will snatch that right, है ना? By nudging via social proof that this has not happened since ages, है ना? So please remember, these kind of things may happen, right? So my dear students, please remember, there are, as usual, every theory has its own criticism as well as limitations as well, है ना? So please remember, it has limited long term effect. It has limited long term effect. For example, wash initiative, my dear students, है ना? So suppose I want to wash my hand. Suppose I want to wash my hand. I still remember when I was in my college days, I will go towards that is India's best university, है ना? So whenever I will enter the mess, suppose this is the door, at this side only there was huge bathroom. The line will be short, है ना? I will every day go and wash my hand. I will go and wash my hand. But when I am and then I will go and take my lunch. I will go and take my lunch or dinner, whatever is there, right? But when I am at office, now what is happening? The sink facility is not that good, है ना? When I am at my office, the sink facility is not that good, है ना? Water availability is not that good. So what happens? I rarely wash my hand because this was not ingrained in me due to my habits. Understood? It was a nudge that okay, this is easier done. But in my office, where the wash basin is not appropriate, water is not coming continuously, I rarely wash my hand because I have to put in extra effort, check whether water is coming or not. What alternative do I have before eating my food? Understood? So my dear students, please remember, they have limited long-term effect, and efficacy is again questioned. How much effective are they? Clear? There another term, shove, and I, as I've discussed, it is nothing but coercion or mandates. It is coercion or mandates, and you know that nudge is nothing but gentle guidance, and no one is forcing you to do anything. I still, when I was in college, I still had choice that I can directly go to the food counter, but it was a good habit. Everyone was washing somewhere, so there was social proof as well, you know? So I will turn immediately, and that was also easy. My movement was not too much, clear, and the hand wash was very much pleasant experience because water will be running, soap will be always there, right? So please remember, nudge means gentle guidance. So means coercion or mandates. Clear? Okay. My dear students, now there is a mock question for you all to write. The question is, how can nudge theory promote financial literacy in India? Just think about it. How you should write an answer. There should be introduction, then body, and then conclusion. I want you all to try it. Look for different aspects around you, है ना? And then start thinking on these lines, and then please write, है ना? Once you are done with the answer, please post it either in the comment section or in the group, Telegram group of Lakshmi ma'am, है ना? ESI with regulatory bodies, with Lakshmi ma'am, ESI with Lakshmi. So that group, Lakshmi Arora or Lakshmi, yes, है ना? ठीक है? So please remember, please send it in the Telegram group. We will go through it, and then in the next class we can discuss what should be an ideal or better answer of this question. How can nudge theory promote financial literacy in India? Clear? So yes, my dear students, with that I will end this session. I hope you have loved it. Constructive feedbacks are always welcome. Thank you and have a great day ahead.